What's up guys, this is Jamie from Audio Jack and this is Genre Mash. Challenge where I've got to make a song from these 9 musical elements selected from random genres, plus a random BPM and musical key. And I've got 30 minutes to do it. Okay, so the key is going to be G sharp, the BPM 137, vocal's going to be from R&B, keyboard's going to be neo soul, synth from electro IDM, guitar from techno, oh god, the strings from melodic techno, lots of techno, wind and brass from hardcore, oh my god, bass from pop, that's a bit more easygoing, percussion from minimal techno, more techno, and then the drums from future bass. So to make the track, we're going to be using this simple Ableton template that I've created. So it's got all of the different sounds in individual tracks, the 9 of them, and then on number 10 we've got Loopcloud, which is the website that we're going to use to find all our sounds. So you can just click the plugin here and that connects to the app, and then over here we've got some simple effects as well that we can use on the sounds. So first of all we need to put the samples into the key of G sharp. So down here you can lock all of the samples to the pitch of G sharp, so it'll take samples of any different pitch and pitch them to G sharp so we can use them in our project and everything will be in key. Next up we need to set the BPM of the project, so we can do that in Ableton up here, so let's type in 137. Now let's come back over to Loopcloud and find our first sound. So we want a vocal in R&B, so let's type in vocal there and then R and B. So let's check out some of the sounds. A lot of these aren't really vocals, so that one looks good. So down here we just need to click buy and then drag to export, or you can click to copy and then back in Ableton we can paste it into the vocal track. So next up, let's look for some keyboards in neo soul. That sounds cool. Let's click buy, and then we can paste it over here. So next up we want a synth from electro IDM. Okay, let's see what we've got. That's a bit different. Let's just have a quick check and see how everything's sounding together. So far so good. So next up we're looking for a guitar in techno. So I don't know if that's going to actually exist. Oh, it does. Okay, great. Let's have a look. Well, that's not very techno. I'm going to go for that one because it looks like quite easy to use. And we can paste it in here. So let's see what we've got. Quite nice sounding. Okay, now we want some strings in melodic techno. Oh, there we go. kind of already got a pad, so maybe I'll choose something like this. Middle Eastern kind of vibe. See how that sounds. So good, so far so good. So I'll be very, very surprised if we can find any wind and brass in the genre of hardcore, but I was surprised with techno guitars. Oh my god, right, let's have a look. That's pretty cool. Okay, so bass in the pop genre sounds a little bit more doable. Well, I like that one. Let's give that a go. Okay, next we've got percussion in minimal techno. Let's go for loops. That one sounds quite nice. Paste that in here. And finally, we've got drums in future bass. And what I'm going to do is put a put mixed in as well, just so you kind of get like a full drum loop. Not many there actually. Oh, let's see what these are. Okay, there we go, that'll do. Right, let's hear everything together and see how much of a cacophony it is. Actually not the worst that I've heard. Okay, so now we've got all our sounds, we can go over and start the timer and make the track. Okay, so we can start the timer and start making the track. Okay, so let's just listen to some of the sounds together and see how they sound. So let's just check the drums together. Let's play that with the bass. Okay, so the first thing that I'm noticing is there's a little bit of kind of rhythm issues between the two drums, and also I'm going to move these over into the arrangement here so we can see them. So this kind of little synthy vocally sound at the start of these drums is kind of causing problems a little bit because it's not in tune. So what I'm going to do is copy this bit over the top instead. Do the same across here. So we've just got a normal drum beat now. Let's just loop that, listen to that. Okay, so I'm just going to consolidate that. And let's listen to it with this other drum beat. So okay, so there's like, it's kind of a little bit off kilter, the second drums. So I think we can get away with it there. I think that one just makes it sound a bit awkward where this little drum comes in early there. So maybe I'll just cut that one out. See what it sounds like without it completely. Maybe I'll move it. or maybe just try and move it onto the grid here. That's better. Right, let's do the same thing with this one here. Okay, let's check that out. Right, that'll do. Okay, so let's consolidate that one as well. Move those both back up into here, so we've got copies of the good ones. Okay, let's start the track. So let's maybe start with the vocal. And then what's going to work with the vocal to start off with, maybe. Yeah, let's use that. So just have 4 bars of the vocal and then go into the keyboard. Eight bars. Then maybe we can bring in maybe. No, that's got sort of quite a bit of pace to it, so maybe that's better to bring in later in the track. Maybe this one. This one maybe. Yeah, that's nice. That's got a sort of nice, chilled, somber feeling to it. And then maybe we can use this. So this synth's quite a big sort of thick sound. So maybe we can use that as a kind of building tool. So let's just continue those to there. Let's have a look and see what this synth does. Okay, so I'll use that right at the end here. And then let's do a little break there. Let's bring in this drum here, this drum loop here, and then take a snare. Okay, so this is the snare here. Let's just take a little bit from before and after. And then maybe let's add some reverb to this. So it's going to go like this now. So if we take the reverb effect, drop that on here. So we're going to automate it. So if I turn this on here, you can see now you can see the little red line moving up and down there. So I'm going to take it just for that part there and put it to full. So you'll get this. So the reverb turns back down again when the rest of the beat kicks in. So then let's bring the bass in as well. And maybe we can keep the vocal going in that section. Let's see what that sounds like. Sounds pretty cool. Okay, so let's listen to what we've got. Okay, so let's just build up a little bit of tension with some of the elements that are in here for this last section here. So let's just look at the vocal. So maybe we just go loop that like that, and then like that. Okay, let's have a look at the keyboard. So we've got, so maybe we can just do the same with that. Keep it simple. Okay, and then maybe with the percussion, we can add a ping pong delay. So build this up like this. See how that sounds. Okay, so let's just see how that sounds with a few little extra things going on there. One thing that might be quite cool here is just kind of chopping the vocal a little bit. So maybe we can just do that just for the last bit. Get a kind of stutter effect like this. And then at the same time, maybe we can use a beat repeat effect on drums here. So when that bit happens, you go, let's hit record. So you get these, let's just do that again. There we go. So let's just take that whole section and duplicate it. Copy it over the top of the other stuff. And let's add a new element. So maybe we can bring the keys back in. So if I just take this section now and do Command Shift and D, it's going to duplicate everything again. Let's see if we can bring something new in. What about the guitar this time, maybe? Yeah, quite nice. Where we're at. So let's keep that going a little bit. Maybe we can start adding a little bit of effects on the guitar. So maybe we can, the ping pong delay will probably sound quite nice on the guitar as well, because it's quite sort of short transient notes. They work well with delays. So maybe we can just start it off there, build it up, and then see how that sounds. Maybe we could do something with the keyboard as well, just to get rid of that towards the end of this bit. So maybe a high pass filter could work on that one. It's quite a deep, rich sound, so maybe kind of pushing this up like that just to sort of get rid of the low end. And then maybe we can just go into a little drum bit by itself. Right, let's add a little bit of reverb to that, just so it Gives it a little bit more space because it feels a little bit bare like that. So maybe just the bass will sound okay. Okay, so let's just take this section here and duplicate it, and then maybe we can bring in one of these other elements. How about this wind sample here, because we haven't used that yet. Okay, so like we want to like try and, it's going to get a bit samey if it just keeps looping over and over again like that. So maybe we can use an effect to kind of make it sound a bit more interesting. So I'll use a combination of things. I'll do the wide effect. So that's kind of does exactly what it says on the tin. So just at the, on this one here, we can just gradually make it go wider over that course of that section, and maybe let's use a bit crusher as well. Let's just see how that sounds already. Yeah, cool. So let's just do it a little bit more gradually. Okay, so let's just duplicate that whole section and bring in a different sound. So maybe we haven't had this percussion back in yet. Let's just see how that works. Section. Okay, maybe that's enough of the flute because it's quite a hectic sound. So maybe from there we can use we add the ping pong delay to, oh, actually, let's try this simple delay with time. If we first increase the delay amount here, like this. You can see it's got this kind of springy effect. I'll just move that down there and then click on that one. Now we can change the time of the delay, which will do this. You get that nice little echo out, and then maybe that'd be a nice point to bring the keys back in. In fact, maybe we can use, where's a nice sound, maybe? Yeah, so let's maybe just use that section there. So let's just copy that over, take the vocal away. We'll bring that back later. Bring this guy back in. Well, that's interesting. I didn't mean to copy those in there, but that actually sounds quite nice. What works with that? Does the guitar go with that one, or is that too much? No, too much. Okay, so instead, let's just bring the vocal back in full. Maybe we need to do something different with the vocal just to make it kind of change up a little bit. Why don't we reverse it? Let's see what that sounds like. So you can do reverse down here. See how that sounds. Then maybe we can go to a little break. So let's just repeat this section here, and we can just modify it for. Keep this on the reverse. Reverse these as well. Why not reverse this as well? Okay, and then let's drop back into this simple groove from here again. That works well, just dropping down to something very simple. Pure sound that. Okay, maybe we can do stutter effect on the vocal. Let's try that. Might sound a bit fast. That's cool. And we can come back in with this guy. Going. Then let's keep that going one more time. And then maybe we can do something a bit different with these keys this time. Just let's check it out. Let's have something quite chilled for the outro. So not the, what's the guitar like? That's quite chilled, isn't it? Yeah, let's maybe use the guitar for the outro. We haven't used that very much yet. So maybe keep these keys going. There we go. I think that's pretty much in the bag. So let's take a listen all the way through and see how it sounds. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that. The reason that I'm doing these videos, aside from the fact that it's just a fun little challenge, is to show people that you can literally do something creative, in half an hour. And, whether that's making music or any other sort of creative outlet, it's been proven that creative outlets are super good for mental health, learning, cognitive ability, and a whole host of other things. So because I'm in the music industry, I wanted to show people that it is possible just to flip open your laptop, jump into a music program and just have a jam for half an hour, and you don't need any more time than that. So often people are scared of kind of wanting to get into learning a music program because it takes a long time and a lot of in-depth learning. But the things that I used today were part of a beginner's course that I've created to make it super simple, quick and easy for anybody, children from the ages of 12 upwards and anybody else that's into music, to get involved and have some fun making music. So if you're interested in learning any of that or finding out more, check out the links below. Please like and subscribe and look out for the next videos.